Hey guys, Max here from Automate. I just wanted to do a quick intro because somehow I forgot to do it on the video. But essentially, in this video, you're going to see a workflow that we use with Clay that automates the list building when we have company lists, and we want to find contacts, validate them automatically through Clay. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Ciao. To show a workflow that we're using a lot at Automate for us and for ourselves and also our clients. And it's essentially to have everything at the same place when it comes to list building. So we use company data. So we'll find companies, list of companies, whether it's from Crunchbase, from Apollo, LinkedIn Sales Nav, whatever it is, we'll find the companies. And then once we have the companies, we have a workflow that's automated in Clay where it's going to find basically the emails that are available from different data sources, and then we'll be able to validate the emails directly on Clay. So it's a workflow we use all the time, and it's really powerful to have everything at the same place as well. Now I want to know, if you're a Clay wizard already, you probably know this workflow by now, but if you're not, this is a good video for you to learn how you could automate your list building inside of Clay. So I hope this makes sense. So the first thing you want to do is actually have a list of companies. So you need to find companies, and this is really important, you need the website URL. So you can have just the company name and the URL and you'll be fine. But let me just do an example here. So you click here in Clay on find people using LinkedIn, and then you have different ways of doing it. I like to put my list in Clay. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to write master. So this is my master there's a lot of companies in there. I think there's like 34,000, but you can have a list of 2,000, 3,000. It's just going to do the same thing. The only thing that you need to know is based on your Clay plan, the number of results that you can get might differ. So if you have a lower plan, I think it's 2,500. I have a plan where it allows me to get 5,000 contacts. And I think the unlimited plan, or whatever it is, the higher plan, lets you just get unlimited or something like this. But it's actually really easy to do here. So we just want to use website URL, as I said, to basically find the contacts from the companies that we have, right? So we put this as default view because all the companies are in default view here. And then here in job titles, that's where you want to add the job titles that you want to find, basically. So let's just do CEO. And I want to note here that you really need to, I know Apollo, if you write CEO, it's going to find Chief Executive Officer, but in Clay right here, you need to write CEO and Chief Executive Officer in all the job titles that you want. So let me just add those. So we have some results here. And so CEO, Chief Executive Officer, CMO. So we're good. And then here you can change the location. So if you only want in, let's say, the US, you can add this here. And then from the list of companies that you have already, Clay is going to find the people that are working there, right? So we just do preview people, and then we're going to wait for the preview. I'm going to come back to show you guys. Okay, so we have the results now from our first search. And as you can see, we only have 1,719 contacts here. So what we could actually do is find more contacts because, as I said, I have a limit currently at 5,000. So what I could do, I could play with filters, either with job titles, so add more job titles, or change locations or stuff like that. Just play with filters, and then you max out the number of contacts that you can basically export. And then once you're done with this, you're going to create a new table. Just for the sake of this example, I'm going to use this one. Actually, here's just really simple. You just click here on import and you create a new table. But I have already a table here that was created, just so you can see how it works here. So you import the table here. You're going to have this data. And as you can see, this is what you get in terms of the actual contact. So you get the LinkedIn URL, the name, domain, location, stuff like that. And then here you also have company information, which is interesting here. So that's pretty much what we have here. And then basically what I did, this is the rest of the workflow that I created. So obviously you need to do this, and it looks a bit complicated, but it's not. I actually added a lookup here because I wanted to make sure that those contacts I didn't have in a previous list. So if it's a 100% new, you don't have contacts for those companies that you're trying to reach out to, well, you don't have to do this, but I had it here a lookup just to make sure I don't have duplicates, right? So then what you can do is actually you can use the waterfall enrichment tool from Clay to then find the emails. So how you would do that essentially looks like this, but typically you would just add a column here and then you would write waterfall enrichment, and then you click work email, and then you can choose different providers here. For this example, I only used ICPs and Prospeo. ICPs is cheaper, and Prospeo is a really good database as well. So I don't know, for now we're using those two databases. It really depends. The only thing I would have to say, ICPs takes more time than Prospeo, so depends on what you're optimizing for. And so here I have this. So how it works is that it will try to find the contact on ICPs. And if it doesn't find the contact, it's going to go through Prospeo. And so if we don't have the contact on Prospeo, then it's just going to stop. But if it finds the contact on ICPs, it's not going to run on Prospeo. So you don't lose credits on there. Right. So that's how it works. And we get the work email. Obviously, now there's a couple of filters here because I don't want to see the contacts I don't have in terms of emails. And then from there, you add the emails, and then you can automate the validating process. So we use Debounce's API here. So we have a column here to validate the emails. Then it's going to see if it's safe to send or not. So as you can see, I have it in the filters here. I only have the emails that are safe to send because I had 4,867. That was the number of contacts I had, and in total, I got 1,446 new leads for my campaigns. And after that, basically, I did a lookup on the master to then get the personalized line that we use. But this is something that we do to basically increase the results in the campaigns. But you don't have to do this. I would advise you to do it because it's better, but you don't have to. So basically, this is how it works. So we have the company list. We find new contacts from there, and then from there we just import the list. We add a waterfall enrichment to find the emails with data sources here, and then once we have the work email, we validate them, and then they're ready to go. We can send emails to those people. So that's pretty much how the workflow works. I hope this makes sense. And if you have any questions, just shoot me a message. I'll be more than happy to answer. And I hope this was valuable to you. And yeah, have a really good day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.